Hello, Durud and Shalom.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
How are you doing, Armin?
I'm wondering if we're going to see an attack, boom booms happening while we're live, giving all the info.
It
We
would
were
be the
talking about
time.
that. That would
It
be
would
the
be
time.
it's 1 a.m. over there right now. No light in the sky.
No light in the sky. It's dark, and we're getting a lot of information from Israel right now, suggesting that an attack is coming soon. So it could happen potentially within the next 2 hours while we're live, guys. It could happen. It could happen.
President Trump is supposed to make a decision today.
Where are you getting that from?
Senior White House officials apparently told different media outlets when they're reporting it. Now, I don't put a lot of weight onto these statements personally because I think that the decision's already been made. But because
Really?
a lot of
You think
people,
that?
yeah, a lot of people in his cabinet don't know these things. I don't think he 100% trusts everyone. So, yeah, it's to his benefit for most people not to know until it actually happens.
We're also where is the report also coming from? A lot of people are talking about Israelis saying, is it Channel 11 mostly?
I think it's 12, the one that I saw.
I thought it's Channel 11 that suggests that the attack is coming soon. And I was asking my Israeli friends, how reliable is Channel 11?
This person's saying, can't you see the link? Oh, is that Guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
we can't
Guy.
see links, by the way. Oh, he said I-24. I don't think the links show in the YouTube chat, if I'm right.
Well, Channel 11 is state media. Oh, Guy, maybe Guy could send it to me on Telegram.
Yeah, this person is going yeah. Did you see the Truth Social post? It was the calm before the storm. Did you see him post that?
Show us.
We'll go here.
Oh, this is a Telegram link. I can't show this. Oh yeah, show the calm. That's what Guy is sending. The calm before the storm. That's basically exactly what Guy just sent me. So show us that. Is that new? How new is that?
This was an hour ago.
An hour ago. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was the calm before the storm. I mean, I don't know how else could he signal that something is about to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And then right before this, he posted this, which I think you probably did see.
No, I didn't see that actually.
Oh, you didn't see this? Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of lasers, and now he's posting this. So maybe we see something from space. Who knows?
That's Space Force. That's the logo for Space Force in the United States, which looks so much like Star Trek. Space Force. Yes, exactly.
I'm thinking they're going to focus on the Strait of Hormuz. They're going to open it up. They're going to have some troops also help with that. And then they're just going to drop bombs on everywhere else and take out the IRGC. I think that's the general
strategy. What you think? Yeah. Wait, so who's going to be who do you think is what they're going to take out? What are the targets?
Oh, the first people I would take out are Vahidi, Ghalibaf, Araqchi, all of those people who are at the top. They're all gone. Radon. Yeah, Radon. Yes. In fact, I might leave Radon for maybe a few days from now, actually. The reason being, I want him gone at the last minute so that they can't provide a replacement for him. Not that they probably would be able to anyway, but who knows? They would know better than me. But yeah, you know what we should talk about? So we have a few clips for you guys about some patterns that we've seen today that we also start before the start of the war. And then we're going to talk about how the state media is posting some things that they shouldn't be posting, along with weaponizing and arming people, including children. And we're going to give you guys what we think is going to happen potentially right now. It's 1 a.m. in Iran. There is no light in the skies. And if an attack were to happen, it would happen as we speak. So we might see some news come out. that would be insane on live, on air.
Anything on the pizza metric on Pentagon ordering pizza?
It's up.
It's up.
It's up.
Okay,
it's up a lot.
That's it. It's happening tonight. It's happening tonight. Okay.
But before that, I wanted to show you. So we all heard that we had the Iraqi commander in Hashd al-Shabi. We had him captured, and we have another picture for you guys that you're going to enjoy.
Oh, cool.
Look, they got him coming out of the plane. This is the biggest humiliation for him. Look at that.
He gained weight compared to the picture you showed me.
Yeah, everyone's going to see this back home.
Wow.
Now, one thing to note about this picture.
And tell us who he is before people, because some people.
So this is one of the senior commanders in the Popular Mobilization Front, also known as Hashd al-Shabi, which is the strongest Iraqi militia that the IRGC control. This man in particular, who is being photographed, caught by the FBI, was very close to Qasem Soleimani and was taught by him personally how to kill Jews. And that is exactly what he's been trying to do since February, inciting over about 20 attacks on Jews worldwide. He did want to blow up a New York City synagogue, which he hasn't done, and the FBI caught him. But before that, he did manage to orchestrate the London stabbing, which we showed you guys a couple of days ago. In London, we saw a hate crime, a terrorist attack on Jews, a stabbing, and an Iranian bystander happened to go in and stop it at the risk of his own life. So our bond, the Iranian people and the Jews, the bond is very, very firm, very tight. And I'm glad that this guy is finally caught. And I know that you personally love the fact that this picture is being shown to everyone. Yeah. Because it is, as Armin's been saying, it's the biggest humiliation for these people to, instead of being killed, to be captured and paraded around like this. Because everyone back home is going to be really embarrassed in the Hashd al-Shabi about this.
Yeah, if he was killed, they would see it as an honor, as a resistance fighter, as a martyr for Allah, a strong man, died fighting. But if they get arrested like this, especially now that he's in New York, in the country that he hates the most, being humiliated like this is such a major defeat for them. By the way, the picture that you showed us of him years ago with Qasem Soleimani, he looked like a young, fit guy. But now he's like, why is he so chubby? Why are they feeding these people?
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
He might lose some weight, I guess, in prison. But speaking of people who are afraid or not afraid of dying, do you guys remember when we showed you the clips yesterday of them trying to arm people on state media, trying to show them how to operate an AK? Those people were wearing face masks. So it's funny that these people are afraid of getting the common cold, but they're not afraid of dying for Islam. I don't know what kind of logic that is, but we're actually going to go ahead and show you guys a clip about this, which is truly
what
insane.
the hell?
Wait.
We should go to the. Don't escalate. So maybe we should show the clips that you found yesterday before, right after we finished the live, and then we go to this one, because holy hell, like we went from guns on state TV to all of a sudden RPGs on state TV. Do you want to ease into it by showing the clips from yesterday first?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm actually going to show my post.
Yeah, okay, that's good. There you go.
Great minds think alike. All right. Yeah. So basically, guys, what's been happening, and this is going all over social media, but yesterday we covered this as soon as it came out. Yesterday, in Islamic Republic state media, they started posting and putting images and videos of this. So you could tune in to any channel, pretty much, and you would see someone, again, wearing a face mask, which is bizarre, operating an AK.
No, it's not bizarre. No. You know why he's wearing a face mask? I'll tell you why. He's afraid of the Iranian people. He doesn't want to be identified.
He's afraid of the Iranian people, but he's not afraid of dying for Islam. That's still strange.
Afraid for sure. Yes. Okay.
And they started teaching people how to operate an AK-47, which this anchor actually grabs and shoots at the flag of the
UAE. فشنگ افتاد یعنی نیازی برای بار بعدی سلاحشون رو با دستور بینندگان ترقان کنید.
Well, he just shot that.
Wait, he shot that? Wait, he shot that in the studio? Was that a blank?
Well, his eardrums must be hurting. But YouTube, we have nothing to do with this. We're simply stating the news.
Yes.
We actually do not.
YouTube, this is like guns are bad. Are guns bad? Is that YouTube policy that guns are? If YouTube policy is that guns are bad, then guns are bad. We're not telling people. This is not. Ali, show your hands. We do not. We are not holding any guns. This is a video on the news that we're reviewing. We're commenting on something on the news, and nobody don't go get any guns or anything. Okay, we're just talking about what's happening in Iran on their state TV. This is the news. Okay, yes, go on.
Yes,
but did they shoot at the UAE flag?
He did shoot at the UAE flag. Yeah.
Can you show?
All right, let's find it where it is. Oh, maybe it was it here? No. Sorry, it's an 8-minute video, guys. So we're gonna have to find the exact clip at which he does shoot at the UAE flag. Yeah, I think he did just fire it into the ceiling. Okay, so it appears in this video it wasn't there, but I did show a video where he did actually shoot at the UAE flag. However, the most significant part, the macro strategy behind this, is that in this video, this lady in Farsi is telling people to head to the city centers where they can pick up their own personal state-issued AK-47. So what does that mean, Armin? Oh, wait, Armin, I think you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. So guys, the first video, the guy is training you how to do it. The second video that Ali showed with that woman, she's not training you how to pick up a gun. She's telling you where to go pick up a gun. She's telling you, she's giving you the location. You're like, go here and pick up a gun. Well, I don't understand how, like, can't anti-regime people just show up and pick up guns?
If they're this desperate, then yes. I don't imagine the vetting process to be more difficult than show up, write down your name, give your equivalent, your kartamelli, which is your social security or, whatever identification
I have mine right
number.
Here. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
And then probably post something on your social media that you have an AK and something pro-Islamic regime to scare the people. And that's about it. Now you have your very own AK-47. I do want to know how many rounds they get. And I seriously doubt, Armin, that they have enough guns guns and ammunition to just give people up. I don't think they do. I don't know how many people they're going to be able to get armed with this. Another thing, a lot of these pro-IRGC guys have been living lavish lives, and they're at heart cowards. So
yes,
in my opinion, not a lot of them, maybe some, very fanatical or hot-headed youths will be armed, but beyond that, I don't see how they're going to get a lot of people.
Oh, I found 2 cards. Look at this. Oh, I found 3 IDs. 3 Iranian IDs.
Wow.
This one is my driver's license. My military service card, says that I served in the military for 2 years. I didn't. I paid for this card. This card claims that I served in the military for 2 years, and I didn't. And then I have, where is this? Oh, this is card Shinoshaya Milli. This is my national ID card. Right. But yeah, this one is the most interesting one because this card shows that I could leave Iran because I've already served in the military for 2 years and didn't go there for a single day. Shows
so don't they usually send you to the border or something like that?
I didn't step foot inside a military base or did anything. I just got the card.
So someone said 3 IDs, 3 AKs.
yeah, I should. You're right. Yeah, which one would they want? Probably my national ID card, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay if it's expired? Somebody's asking, it's Artesh or I actually never checked. How could you tell? سرتی پاسدار بهمن کارگر از سوی سرهنگ 2 پاسدار احمد ویژه مشمولین خارج از کشور. I don't know. It doesn't say. I have to dig into it. It doesn't say IRGC or anything.
Guys, what if it turns out Armin was IRGC?
I might have been. نیروی انتظامی جمهوری اسلامی ایران. I don't know what does this say.
Intizari.
Intizami.
Intizami, yeah. I think that's just Artesh. That sounds Artesh to me.
Yeah, probably Artesh. Artesh.
It would have been pretty good. Yeah. You could put the next title of your YouTube video, I used to be in the IRGC, but now I'm a Mossad agent.
I need to show this card to somebody and tell them if this is IRGC or Artesh. I hope it's IRGC because that would be so cool. I am ex-IRGC.
Turned Mossad, yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, your card is for police? Oh my God, I got the okay, so Vashi is now telling me it's the least cool card ever. It's just for police duty. Neither Artesh or IRGC, just police. Okay. There's three. Oh, so there are 3 places that you could do your military service: Artesh, IRGC, or police. Mine is neither Artesh or IRGC. It's just police. Damn, I got the least from all 3. I got the least cool one.
Okay. So, due to your expert opinion, what does this mean that they're trying to arm people, their own supporters?
Well, my expert opinion is right there. So, right, it's right on screen. So, you want to read that?
Yeah. So, I share the same opinion as Armin.
Yesterday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, for those of you that weren't there, what this means is that the IRGC thinks that an uprising from the Iranian people is about to happen, and that the internal intelligence that they have told them this, so they rushed to spread these weapons out and distribute them amongst their own supporters. What else does that mean? Well, it means that they don't have enough people. Why else would they need to do this? In fact, we've seen them repeatedly raise the age required to be in the IRGC, lower it to child soldier levels, then bring in militias, and then call anyone's, like if you're in the IRGC, call your cousins, call your uncles, your friends, bring them to man checkpoints, and finally this. And in fact, we have direct evidence that they are using child soldiers, which is nothing new. They did this in the Massa uprising as well, which we will show you in a minute. But guys, would you ever have thought just a few months ago that we would be forcing them to this, they're on their last legs. They've been forced this far back that they are giving out weapons to anyone. how hard would it be for someone to just act like they are IRGC, just say some stuff in Arabic, boom, here's your AK-47. You go home, the IRGC themselves will teach you how to use it on TV, and then that's it. You're all ready to defend the Iranian people.
Yeah, and I think everybody's thinking that big, like really big things are about to happen, right? The Israelis are, based on what they're saying on Channel 11, they think big things are about to happen. Trump just posted a whole bunch of memes suggesting that big things are about to happen. And the Islamic Republic, you know, giving people guns and now RPGs, you know, they're worried that something big is about to happen. So something big seems to be happening right now.
We're not kidding. Actual RPGs.
Yeah, we'll show that next.
Roman Viking is saying, just as a devil's advocate, they believe regime supporters are in the majority. That's why they think showing the training live on TV helps them overall. My counter to that is that just pure data-wise, there are more Iranian people than there are regime supporters. And, you know, this is being broadcasted to everyone. And they know it. And they're desperate. Yeah. They have no choice.
I know that they're in the minority. And let me tell you how I know, Roman Viking. They have internal polling that they don't release, and it was leaked. The Islamic Republic polls, like, has, in, you know, does studies on the opinions of the Iranian people, and that data is not meant for public release, and that information was leaked to the public. Islamic Republic's own data shows that they are in the small minority, and this was years ago, and it's even worse now. So they know they're in the minority. The regime knows.
Yeah, they know, and they're scared, and that's why they're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, if they thought they're in the majority, why they're panicking? I mean, if here's a question: if they think they're in the majority, why cut the internet? Right? Why cut the internet? If they think they're in the majority, why not deny a referendum? Like, why are they denying a referendum? The Iranian people are like, oh, like, they have been chanting, like, let's hold a referendum, see if you guys are actually, you know, that as popular as you think you are. They deny, they don't hold a referendum. They never hold. They're against holding a referendum because they know they are in the minority. They know it.
Yeah. So, yeah, get your eyes ready, because we're about to show you a clip that I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe when I watched it.
Yeah, this sounds insane. What the hell is this?
این روزها دوباره مسجد قلب تپنده محله ها شده و محور آماده سازی مردم برای مقابله با دشمن آمریکایی صهیونی.
با خانواده‌ام اومدیم، حتی با نوه‌هامون ما اومدیم. هممون باید این سلاح رو یاد بگیریم برای دفاع از کشورمون.
حتی اگر شرایط جنگ هم نباشه، یک کشور باید همیشه برای مقابله با خطرات احتمالی دشمن همیشه باید آماده باشیم.
اصل حضورمون هم توی این جلسات به خاطر کسب آمادگی دفاع از ایران و کشورمون و نظاممون.
اون چیزی که برادران لازم دارن تا در واقع در کنار اون عقیده‌ای که دارن به کار بگیرن تا دشمن متجاوز به در بکنن، آموزش میدن.
مردم داوطلبانه نامنویسی کردند تا در دفاع از کیان پیشتاز باشن.
داوطلبی اومد برای دفاع کشورم اومدن.
از طرف بسیج اینجا اومدن به ما روش استفاده کردن اسلحه رو یاد میدن.
زنان و مردان، جوانان و نوجوانان در حال آموزش‌های پشتیبانی و آمادگی دفاعی هستند.
ما اومدیم که هم آموزش سلاح یاد بگیریم، هم مقابله با دشمن.
اومدیم اینجا داخل مسجد که کار با این سلاح رو یاد بگیریم.
در این آموزش‌ها داوطلبان با انواع سلاح‌های سبک، نحوه کار با آنها و چگونگی باز و بسته کردن آنها آشنا می‌شوند.
سلاح‌ها رو هم الا یکی یکی دارن
یاد گرفتیم چطور تیراندازی کنیم، چطور سلاح مسلح کنیم.
تو بحث سلاح کلاش و سلاح وینچستر و چیزایی که لازم بود، حالا لازمه کار عزیزان بسیجیمون بود، بهشون گفته شد
دست خدا ما را در نبرد علیه دشمن یاری می‌کند.
از جازموریان
ما زنان بلوچ جازموریانی همیشه آماده دفاع از کشورمان هستیم.
تا شمال و غرب کشور
افتخار می‌کنیم، خیلی هم خوشحالیم که یه برنامه‌ای برای آشنایی با اسلحه و تیراندازی اینجا برای ما گذاشته شده.
ترامپ تو نمیتوانی تنگه هرمز را از ایران بگیری. آمدم که تو را نابود کنم.
امیری، خبرگزاری صدا و سیما.
Oh my God, we should translate this. We should translate this.
Oh man.
We should translate this. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
این روزها دوباره مسجد قلب تپنده محله ها.
So it's like, but like that, you're like, bring it up already. Like, so the guy who's teaching it is getting a little bit frustrated with that guy because he's basically, I'm telling you to keep it up and you're not keeping it up. Okay. So then.
And then this part where they're saying the mosque has yet again become the center of community. So it wasn't at some point.
I mean, this also shows that mosques are not just like worship centers in Iran. Mosques are like terrorist education centers. This is why when we say like blow up these mosques, not like people are like, oh my God, you guys are so radical. They're literally training people inside the mosque on how to use RPGs, not even machine guns. RPGs against civilian population. That's what they're being taught how to do.
And that's horrifying. An RPG against civilians?
Yeah. By the way, this guy seems clueless about what the fuck is happening. Like, I don't know. Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
این روزها دوباره مسجد قلب تپنده محله ها شده و
Dobare.
Dobare means once again. So that means
it wasn't at some point. So the mosque wasn't the center, you know?
Oh. No, I think it just means like they continuously, like usual, like always. That's what she means. Yeah.
See,
that's a kid.
How old is this guy? Is he like 14?
That's a kid being trained on how to use an RPG.
And more kids.
A civilian those are all kids.
آماده سازی مردم برای مقابله با دشمن آمریکایی صهیونی.
با خانواده‌ام اومدیم، حتی با نوه‌هامون ما اومدیم.
Wait, so she's the presenter was saying that once again they're being trained on how to fight the Zionist and American enemies, which means the Iranian people. By the way, don't think like when they say American Zionists. The context is that they consider the Iranian people who do an uprising against the regime to be Zionist American agents. Yeah.
Listen to this.
وادم اومدیم، حتی با نوه‌هامون ما اومدیم. هممون باید این سلاح رو یاد بگیریم.
Wow. She's saying we came here with our children and even our grandchildren because we all have to learn how to use these weapons. Even the grandchildren.
برای دفاع از کشورمون.
حتی اگه شرایط جنگ هم نباشه یک کشور باید همیشه برای مقابله با خطرات احتمالی دشمن همیشه باید آماده باشیم.
You know what he just said? He said even if there isn't war. So you know what this is telling me that in the future they're thinking if we survive, if we the Islamic Republic survive, we are going to arm all of our supporters and they're all going to be like a sort of police.
Yeah.
باید آماده باشیم.
اصل حضورمون هم توی این جلسات به خاطر کسب آمادگی دفاع از ایران و کشورمون و نظاممون.
اون چیزی که برادران لازم دارن تا در واقع در کنار اون عقیده‌ای که دارن به کار بگیرن تا دشمن متجاوز به در بکنن آموزش میدن.
By the way, look at this. So first of all, they're saying like, oh, we need to learn this to defend our country. We're teaching them how to fight the enemy, fight the invaders. But look at this: on TV, the soldier, right? That guy was wearing a mask, right? And now they're showing the faces of the people who are training. But this guy, who's there to train them, they're not showing his face, right? So they look how cowardly these armed forces are, right? The reason, guys, why don't they show their faces? Are they afraid of the Americans identifying them or the Israelis? They're afraid of the Iranian people figuring out who he is and knowing, like, oh my God, that's Bagher that in my neighborhood. Let's go pay him a visit. They're afraid of the Iranian people. And they're willing to show the faces of the children and the men and women in the mosque being there to train to fight the population. But the very people with the uniform, with military uniform, whose their job is to actually face the enemy, as they say it, they don't dare show their own faces. Isn't that insane?
But guys, trust me, they're not afraid to die for their faith.
مردم داوطلبانه نامنویسی کردند تا در دفاع از کیان ایران اسلامی پیشتاز باشند.
Wait, what did she just say?
So they say the people volunteered their names so that they could be at the front lines when it comes to defending the country.
Okay, so they have registered who they are to get this training and these weapons. Okay.
طلبی اومد برای دفاع کشورم اومدن.
از طرف بسیج اینجا اومدن به ما روش استفاده کردن اسلحه رو یاد میدن.
So she's saying they came here from the Basij to teach us how to use these weapons.
زنان و مردان، جوانان و نوجوانان.
Look at the kids there. Both men and women. You know, here's the thing. This is smart to do this in the mosque because a lot of anti-regime people wouldn't be caught dead in the mosque. Right? A lot of the so I think a lot of the anti-regime people have an allergic feeling to this entire, like they will stand. I mean, look at these people, okay?
Yeah.
Like, guys, imagine if somebody like Ali went there. They would be like, you don't belong here. Like, what the fuck? Like, look at that. And imagine if somebody who looked like Ali was sitting right in the middle there. Okay, people, like, it would be so up. This is why it's hard to actually use this to go get armed, right? Because Ali would stand out, right? I think I would stand out. Like, I don't know what.
It's just all of them have the accents as well. They're all like I'm so sorry, but the accents of the people who have been speaking in this video, like the ones that they're interviewing, are kind of like, how should we put it?
You want to say Dahati?
I want to say Dahati, but what's the translation?
But okay, no offense to Dahati people. I love the Huts, okay? Like people from a lower segment of the society, right?
Like they have like country accents. Like they're not as, they're not like, yeah, let's just put it at that.
Right.
نوجوانان در حال آموزش‌های پشتیبانی و آمادگی. آموزش‌های پشتیبانی.
He puts it
this
up
guy
again.
Still, oh yeah, guys, we started. Oh my God, we started this video at the very beginning by the guy telling him to keep it up. Why are you bringing it down? And we're not. The beautiful again, and now we're halfway through the video, and they're bringing it back up again.
و آمادگی دفاعی هستند.
ما اومدیم که هم آموزش سلاح یاد بگیریم، هم مقابله با دشمن. اومدیم.
So they're saying just basically we're here to be trained.
اینجا داخل مسجد که آموزش کار با این سلاح رو یاد بگیریم.
در این آموزش.
Yeah, we're here in the mosque. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Like, I mean, that guy's like 12. This kid's maybe like 16, 15. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, their parents and grandparents are here as well. They came with their family. I would never, if I had kids, I would want them as far away as possible. It's just goes against the simple human instinct of preservation to have your kids be on the front lines like this.
Unbelievable. Again, YouTube, these are not our guns. I just have to say it once and for all. We don't endorse this. Do not arm children. Do not arm these people. Guns are bad. violence are bad. Okay, all of this is bad. We're against this. This is just on the news. All right.
And this, look at this altar of tribute. I think is that Khamenei? That's Ali Khamenei, right?
That's Ali Khamenei, yes.
And look, yeah, again, these guys are wearing face masks, covering themselves.
Oh, I forgot we got a super chat. I'm sorry, I didn't respond to the super chat. Amir saying tonight there is a new moon, and Eurovision is airing. Yes, I think it's a perfect timing. I double down. Tonight should be the night. Okay. Amir, thank you so much for the super chat. We got one super chat today. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna read them as they come in. And also, veteran Hoffman became a member. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Let's continue.
آموزش‌ها، داوطلبان با انواع سلاح‌های سبک، نحوه کار با آنها و چگونگی باز و بسته کردن آنها آشنا می‌شوند.
سلاح‌ها رو هم حالا یکی یکی دارن بهمون یاد میدن.
یاد گرفتیم.
So it's like they're telling us weapons one by one. They're teaching us how to use all the weapons.
چطور تیراندازی کنیم، چطور سلاح مسلح کنیم.
تو بحث سلاح کلاش و سلاح وینچستر و چیزایی که لازم بود، حالا لازمه کار عزیزان بسیجیمون بود، بهشون گفته شد.
I didn't understand what he said in the beginning.
He said when it comes to the Klash means AK-47. So the AK-47, Klash is short for Kalashnikov. Kalashnikov is AK-47, right? So like we learn how to use the Klash, means the AK-47, and Winchester, that another type of gun. So he's telling you the types of gun that he learned how to use.
Yeah, this guy has a very heavy accent.
عزیزان بسیجیمون بود، بهشون گفته شد
دست خدا ما را در نبرد علیه دشمن یاری می‌کند.
So the hand of God will help us in battle against our enemies. The hand of God.
You guys are gonna love this next bit.
از جازموریان
ما زنان بلوچ جازموریانی همیشه آماده دفاع از کشورمان هستیم.
Wait, say that again?
Well, she said, we women of Baluchistan are always ready to defend our country.
Yo, this is a Baluchistan. Okay.
تا شمال و غرب کشور.
افتخار می‌کنیم.
From the north to the east of the country.
خیلی هم خوشحالیم که
No, from west. Wait, go back.
West.
That was important. Go back.
What, this one?
کشورمان هستیم.
تا شمال و غرب کشور.
افتخار می‌کنیم.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who? Okay, so Sistan Baluchistan is in the southeast of Iran, and it's the poorest province of Iran. So they are saying that we're willing to defend our country from here all the way to north and west. So to me, Ali, me, this suggests that they're going to the poorest province where people are the most desperate for money to get people who are the poorest and arm them against the rest of the country by giving them basic,
And they can't bring them from Baluchistan to Tehran. They have to have them armed in Baluchistan, which is largely untouched anyway from bombings or anything.
Oh, this is how they can avoid arming the wrong people. Instead of arming them in Tehran, you arm them in Sistan, Baluchistan, and then you move them to Tehran.
But even then, the amount of people they can move would be in the hundreds, not in the thousands.
What? You could fill up buses. You could fill up hundreds of buses. That would be thousands. That would be in the tens of thousands.
Do you think they have they would have to feed them. They'd have to house them.
It's so cheap compared to Hashd Shabi militias. It would be dirt cheap. These are not trained soldiers. They're this shows that they're running out of money, that they can't afford militias like Shia militias, that they're basically saying, like, you know what, as long as you know how to point and shoot, that's good enough. Let's go.
Okay, then US intelligence would have gotten this. If they did move them, US intelligence would have picked up on it, and they would know that the mosques, which are most likely where they're keeping them, are chock full of targets.
They're not going to bomb mosque because these are still considered civilians. They're not going to bomb the mosque with kids inside.
Are they considered civilians? I mean, they have weapons, and they declared their intent on live television to fight.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, I mean, I don't know how legally that works, but I think just because you're showing up on. I mean, I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know how the classification works. But guys pointing out they're not going to be trained killers. Yeah, I don't think so. I think this shows the level of desperation of the Islamic Republic. That how, like, if this is what they're resorting to, it shows that they're running out of options. They're running out of options.
Also, Mazi was bringing up a good point.
Baluchis hate the government. They're always fighting IRGC. Guys, System Baluchistan is like, there has a lot of people. Okay, so you will be able to find all sorts of views there. Okay, you will be able to find anti-regime people, pro-regime people, and people who are not very political, but if you pay them, they'll be like, okay. I mean, the number one type of people that you're going to be able to find in Sistan Baluchistan is poor people, very, very poor people. Right?
Yeah, money goes a long way.
So when it comes to being anti-RGC, the vast majority of the people everywhere in Iran are anti-RGC. It's not Sistan Baluchistan. Like you're saying, the most people in Baluchistan, Sistan Baluchistan, are against RGC. That describes all over Iran, not just that province. Okay. But the only difference is that there are also a lot of poor people there.
Well, President Trump is posting a lot on Truth Social, but it's all about his visit to China. But I'm keeping an eye to see if we have anything interesting come up.
افتخار می‌کنیم، خیلی هم خوشحالیم که یه برنامه‌ای برای آشنایی با اسلحه و تیراندازی اینجا برای ما گذاشته شده.
She's saying we're proud, we're so happy that we have a program here that they have for teaching us about weapons. And that lady behind there, by the way, was showing some hair inside a mosque.
Oh my God.
Inside, she's showing hair. She has makeup and she's showing hair inside the mosque while being trained by the Basijis on how to use a gun.
Also, are these scarves? They're kind of green. Are they new?
No, they're kafiyas.
I haven't seen the green version. Maybe they identified them.
There's all sorts of colors. There's reds, there's black, there's green.
All right, this next clip. Oh, this next clip you're gonna love.
ترامپ تو نمیتوانی تنگه هرمز را از ایران بگیری. آمدم که تو را نابود کنم.
Oh my God. She said, Trump, you will not be able to take the Strait of Hormuz from Iran. I am here to destroy you.
امیری خبرگزاری صدا و سیما.
Oh my God. I think the only thing that they're going to become an expert in is art of Rajaswani. By the way, you have a fan in the chat, MB55237, saying
God.
Ali is hot. Yeah.
All right, we can hide that one. Trump.
All right. Trump.
But yeah, that's wow. I didn't think they were gonna get pushed to this point. They ran out of money.
Yeah, this is a level of desperation that this shows a lot of weakness. The fact that they're doing this shows that they're they don't have enough to respond to an uprising.
You know, also they did this pretty fast.
Jihadi Jane. Yes. Yeah, you're right. It came out of nowhere. Like yesterday, we were like, holy crap, what are they doing? They're teaching people how to use guns on state TV and where to go pick it up. And today, kids with RPGs in mosques. Kids with RPGs in mosques.
I guess they were planning it for a little bit then. Maybe.
Yeah, they're not actually. The guy is pointing out they're not actually trained. Sure. Which makes it even worse. They're putting children at risk.
Guess. Also, I mean, look at her gun. It's just like an old hunting rifle that I think her family owns. They probably brought their own weapons.
Yeah, look at that gun. It's so. I don't know. No, she's going to single-handedly save the Strait of Hormuz and destroy President Trump.
She's gonna try to take a crack at President Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of other,
but you know, I have a question. I know Guy is saying they're not trained and all, but honestly, like, does it take that much to be able to suppress a crowd of unarmed people? Like, how much? Like, if you have like a whole bunch of people with AK-47 that learned how to use it yesterday, like, if you have a crowd of Iranian people do an uprising, protesting, and they're unarmed, and you have an AK-47, like, isn't just point into the crowd and shoot all you need to know?
Yes and no. I think Guy is right, because he's saying they will be far less. Wait, where'd it go? They will be far less effective, and he's right, because unless you give them trigger discipline, they're just going to empty their magazines immediately. Also, when you're there on the street and the reality has faced you of, the shoot or be shot kind of mentality, I'm not going to say the exact words, but they're very much familiar with what happens if they are caught or if they do not fire and stuff like that. And adrenaline and fear plays a huge part. They might be able to reload and shoot an AK under zero stress like this, but when things actually happen, it's hard to say. Also, how many of them are given weapons? Because this is the Islamic Republic state media. They're going to show a scene that makes us think everyone's armed. How many of them are actually armed? How many bullets do they have?
Do you really think that broke, that they can't even afford bullets? Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I mean, depends. Really depends. How much time do they have to distribute them? I guess the weapons would have come from. Oh, wait, what about this? What do you think about this? What if the place where they're taking these weapons from is the Artesh? And what if some of those Artesh commanders have maybe caught wind and are hiding the weapons or something, claiming that IRGC has already come and taken them, something like that? Someone who's already loyal to Prince Rizapatali.
No, they wouldn't be able to do that level of manipulation without people figuring it out.
Yeah, it's pretty hopeful.
Yeah. We got another super chat. We got our second super chat saying a receipt for accidental injury. Yeah, that's actually true. Stephen Risley is saying accidental injury. I think a lot of these people are going to shoot each other, and it's going to be messy. It's going to get really messy. That's a possibility for sure.
Also running is like the way you're a good soldier is like pretty much determined by how much you can run as an infantryman. And I don't know about the fitness level of many of these people.
Here's a question. How can the IRGC monitor all these people?
The regime supporters?
Yeah, actually, I mean, the people who are if they're giving guns to regime supporters, they're just releasing guns into the society without ever being able to track where the guns are going and to get them back. That actually shows to me again that this is because the Islamic Republic always had a heart, didn't want to just have guns in society. Like, they never wanted that, right? The fact that they're doing this now shows how desperate they are.
Did you think about how some of these regime supporters might sell their weapons as well? Just how they're selling the internet?
Oh, you're right. These people are poor. If you give them guns, they might just go sell the guns.
Might sell the guns. In fact, I would pay them to go get the weapons for me.
You're right. The anti-regime people should just go shopping now.
Yeah. Someone
Casey is also
said,
saying maybe they're just using this as a shitty way to try and scare the Iranian from rising up. Yeah, maybe you're right, Casey. Maybe that is the tactic, is not to actually be effective at shooting at the Iranian people, is just to make the Iranian people think like, oh my God, like there's so many armed people now. Maybe we shouldn't go out.
That's why they're saying that all across the country, we're everywhere. We're going to defend Iran.
That is such a good point. Maybe just having this imagery on state TV, maybe that's just the entire point. Oh, read this, by guy.
Yeah, that's very true. AKs have high recoil.
Yeah. So guy is saying the recoil alone will make them less effective. The weapon will point upwards, and after the first shot, and yeah, by the time you get it pointed in the right direction again, it's too late for you. That's true. Especially the children. Like, I don't know how effective the children are going to be with the gun. The only benefit the children have for the regime is a lot of anti-regime people are going to feel bad attacking them. So there's that. But they're also the first to piss their pants and run away if they feel like they can't hold their ground.
Oh man, what is our country coming to?
I know, what the hell? Yeah, this is so.
Children again. Someone said, oh yeah, Sarah said there was an earthquake. I actually forgot where the comment was.
Again?
Yeah, there was another earthquake today, another 4.5 magnitude earthquake. Where is it? That one. But it was in Mazandaran, which is on the Caspian Sea. It's in the north. There's also a theory, Armin, that I heard this, but like I really don't put any credibility behind it. They dig underground or like use a mine or whatever, and they put dynamite in there and blow it up, so people think that they're testing nuclear weapons or something. And I thought that was ridiculous, but I thought it was funny.
Who said that? Is that true?
People in Iran have been saying it, but I don't put any credibility on that. Oh, Mazandaran is my province. Yeah, that's also the Pahlavi family's province.
Interesting. Okay, do we have anything else coming? Do you see anything?
Yeah.
The find that you had regarding the RPGs was great, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to post about it after we finish this live.
So we are going to pivot to Mr. the Cardboard Supreme Leader. This man that you see up here is talking to Mujtaba's father-in-law. And this reporter is telling him in Farsi, please send Mujtaba our regards. From me and everyone at the news station, please tell him we said hello. And the father-in-law is going to respond with, well, I mean, I'm going to say hi to him here because, you know, I don't really see him either.
خواهش من از سمت خودم و همه همکارانم در رسانه ملی هستش که سلام ما رو به رهبر معظم انقلاب هم برسونید.
منم از همین طریق صدا و سیما سلام شما رو به ایشون منتقل میکنم. خیلی امیدوارم برنامه ما رو ببینن.
Interesting. His own father-in-law hasn't seen him.
Wow. This guy assumed that the father-in-law meets with him, so he says, so please send him our regards. And it says like, okay, I'll send you the regards via this show. I hope he sees us. So the host of the TV of the show was thinking, because he's a family member of Mujtaba, he could go and say like, oh, so and so said hi. So like, please go say hi to him on my behalf. And he responds, okay, this man said hi. I hope he's watching the show. Meaning that I don't get to see him myself.
Like he looks exasperated. He's like, well, I mean, I want to say hi to him too.
I want to say. By the way, guys, look, this is how state TV in Iran is all the time, right? Instead of showing the show, they have 1/6 of the screen, the show. The rest of them, they're constantly showing live feeds of pro-regime Iranians in the streets as a way to continue advertising the Iranian people coming to the streets. What you're saying on screen shows the level of desperation of the state because they're terrified that the pro-regime Iranians will stop coming to the streets. So they're constantly advertising the street presence because they think if the pro-regime people abandon the streets, we will have an uprising. And somebody saying it's a fake live feed. Sometimes the people say they reuse old footage as if it's a live feed because a lot of Iranian people have caught them using old footage. Yeah.
And then lastly, in terms of Islamic Republic videos that we have on the street, we have a man who is believed to be pretty drunk dancing on the street at a rally.
Oh my God. Is he okay? What the hell? Yeah. That's the Boom Boom Tel Aviv song, by the way, guys. That's basically the song saying "Destroy Tel Aviv." He's dancing to it. I'm like, yeah, he looks drunk, but I don't know. Okay. Can't tell.
Wow, unprecedented times. Also, I wouldn't have said that. Like, that's a slip up on the state media of Moshaba's father-in-law being like, "Well, I'm going to say hi to him." He should have just said, "I'll convey your greeting," you know? But he's so annoyed that he can't even see his own son-in-law. I don't think normally they would air that.
Did you see the crowd sizes of them in London and the Iranian people showing up to the Tommy Robinson's rally?
I saw the speech that Tusi gave on that stage. I saw the crowd around the stage, but that was about it. Do you have a clip of it?
Let me see if I could bring it.
The calm before the storm, guys. If that's not an indicator, I don't know what is.
Look at these. It keeps going and going. It's nice. And I was showing it earlier today that so many of the people there were holding Iranian flags. And, I just wanted to mention that because Tommy has really been there for the Iranian people, supporting us. And today in London, he held a picture of Prince Reza Pahlavi as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
good on him for doing that. He's smart enough to realize what a tipping point this is.
Yeah. Many freight fuel aircrafts have been seen going in and out of Israel as of a few minutes ago. Guys, I think like it might I don't know, it might be tonight.
It's correct. He's right. But on flight radar and other things, I've only seen like marginally more activity than like the past couple of nights. So I think I want to see more. But who knows? The planes that are actually going to operate, they will not have their transponders off, which means that they're invisible.
Oh, okay, here's a good question. Guys, ask us questions in the chat if you have any. Andrew saying, have you guys heard anything about the real Iranian people's morale? I've actually got so many messages from my friends inside Iran. And they say that the situation is really bad economically. Food prices are really high. Basic necessities are hard to come by, and like it's really bad. Even the people who are a bit better off, They tell me that they're observing everyone else, and it's horrible. However, at the same time, the good news is that I got multiple separate reports telling me, and these were people who are not in touch with each other, separately telling me that they're noticing in the past few days there is a new energy and motivation for continuing the fight and doing going back to coming into the streets and doing an uprising and finishing the job with the regime. So that was very important information that I was hearing, because many people think that maybe after what happened in early January, maybe and that not resulting to a regime collapse immediately, that might mean that the Iranian people are not interested in doing an uprising anymore. But we're seeing in the past few days that drive has now increased again significantly.
Last night in my discussion group, I got a question from Noah, and he asked me about the fuel shortages in Iran. And literally just like right afterwards, I actually found a clip from Iran International
Yes,
of Bandar Abbas, which, by the way, guys, this video is sped up and it's still a minute long. And
so wait, before you play it, go back to the beginning. So guys, while you're watching this, the cars on the right are not parked cars. The cars that you're going to see on the right side of the screen is a line for gasoline. Okay, so keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that this is sped up. So let's watch now. Keeps going, still not done.
Yeah, do you want to just stop it there?
No, keep going. That's the line still. And then goes, that's the gas station at the very end of the street. Yeah. So that back, yeah, it keeps going and goes there. That's the gas station at the end. Sarah is asking a question, and thank you for a super chat. We got our third super chat of the day. Trying to get to 10. We're at 3 right now. So Sarah is saying, Armin, His Royal Highness, said that he would give a very clear signal when it was time to rise up. Do you think it will be public because then the regime will be expecting the people, or will it be covertly sent? I think it will be public. I think it would be public, and it would be just like a clip, like one of his videos that he posts, where he asks the Iranian people to come into the streets. Do you think the same thing, Ali?
Absolutely. There's more Iranian people than there are the regime. If you want to reach more people, you have to make it public.
You see, some people are responding to this Sarah's question. Vahshi is saying, depends on the circumstances, but what I believe he will consider all the possibilities, then give the order publicly. Yes, publicly as well, I think. And Michelle was saying, fair question. I was wondering if the people were being trained, how were they being told where to go to train? I don't think Iranian people are being trained on a mass scale. I think if they are being trained, there are individuals, like very covert operation of very few people being trained by Mossad or something like that, that have individually been, that are in touch with Mossad. I think we're not getting like a mass training of the Iranian people. Is that what you think as well?
Yeah, guys, a mass training. Again, think of the logistics. Think about the reality. If even one person blabbed their mouth, that's, you can't do it.
Yeah, I think if there was any mass training of the Iranian people, we would know about it. That's not something that you could hide at all. By the way, Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. We're trying to get to 10 super chats per stream. We didn't manage to do that in the last stream, but thank you for everybody who's supporting us. I appreciate that. And it's called, yeah, Javid Shah. Oh, here. Do you think the regime fully saying, Javid Shah saying, do you think the regime fully realizes the importance of our leader to the resistance, or do they genuinely believe they are Zionist agents? Oh, they completely understand. Guys, the regime is not as retarded as they seem like on state TV. They just have a lot of retarded followers, and they're just basically making content for their retarded followers. They actually have a lot of this information. They know what's going on.
Someone said something about China. I'm trying to find that. There it is. What is the likelihood the IRGC would listen to China if they requested the opening of the Strait of Hormuz? How long do you think Trump will give to see if China takes action with the IRGC? First, I don't even think Trump asked China to put any leverage on the IRGC to open the Strait of Hormuz. I don't think the Chinese would even want to do that. And the likelihood of the IRGC listening to China if they told them is probably zero.
So China has leverage over the Islamic Republic because they're their only source of, major source of revenue right now when it comes to selling oil and gas. And that's why when Trump was in China, I don't know if you saw it, but the Islamic Republic allowed a whole bunch of Chinese ships to go through, just as a way to get Xi Jinping's feel like that. Oh, they're gonna just to get on his good side. So they wanted to make sure that President Trump doesn't get China to put too much pressure on the Islamic Republic. So while they were there, they just allowed a whole bunch of ships to go through, Chinese. And I got the reports from Iran International saying that it was so easy to go through when President Trump was in China. It was so easy to go through the Strait of Hormuz. All you had to do is say that this is a Chinese ship, or the owners are Chinese, or we're selling to China. And if you told the IRGC we're selling to China, this is a Chinese ship, or anything China related, they would like go through. So that was the situation. Yeah.
I wonder if they would hear like a Pakistani accent being like, yeah, we're Chinese. I would want to get out.
You don't even have to say you didn't even have to say you're Chinese. You had to all you had to think you do, like you could say like we're owned by Chinese, or we're selling this oil is destined for China, and they wouldn't even check. They would just like go through, right? So this shows that the Islamic Republic fears China's wrath because they don't want because China is their only main customer right now.
They fear it to an extent though, because during the negotiations where Trump was in China, they actually captured a Chinese ship, not an oil ship, but it was like a smaller ship that had like weapons and technology and surveillance equipment in it. And I think they still have it.
Wait, say it. Wait, what? Say it again.
Oh, there was a ship that the IRGC seized. It was a Chinese ship, and in the ship was basically an armory. Yes. It was weapons and equipment.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, let me correct myself. When I say IRGC, we have to also understand that there's IRGC versus IRGC, and they're not completely coordinating with each other. Oh wow, we got a whole bunch of super chats. Let's answer these questions. Okay, so first one, Sadato. I know Sadato. Thank you. By the way, that's a very cool picture. That's his actual picture. It's really cool. I don't know what he's holding in his hand.
Is that a horse?
But
I think it's a silver horse.
But he looks cool. So that's the thing. Once the call is given, what do you think are the keys to the success of the uprising? I'm going to sound like a broken record, so I'm going to let Ali answer first.
Trying to see if there's anything we haven't thought of, but yeah, it would be the normal thing. So unity of the people. So you want to broadcast this on, you want to hack the Islamic State media. You want to have everyone with internet get the message. So Prince Pahlavi is going to post everywhere. And then the people who didn't get the message, once they start people actually coming out in the streets, they will join them. Then you're going to, well, in those messages, you're also going to tell them Donald Trump, Netanyahu, Prince Pahlavi is going to say, this is your final chance. This is your chance. Something that gives them a little bit more morale, which is super important. Then the groups that are armed, that enjoy Mossad support or CIA support, whoever, the Iranian people that are armed, our best, bravest, and brightest are going to be on the front lines, and they're going to be used strategically. They're not just there to absorb bullets or to just stand there the entire time. They're going to be shooting and moving, taking out key targets. You're going to have drone support. All of these are going to have to happen at the same time. The US has to have had taken out the key people. So people like Radan, which is the head of the police in the Islamic Republic, Vahidi, Araqi, everyone up there, all gone. All the key commanders are gone. All the bases that they've established during this time, gone. What else? Yeah.
My answer, I have to be careful of how I answered it. So obviously my first answer is the keys to success is to arm the Iranian people. But I've said that so many times. But assuming they're not armed, the YouTube friendly version of what I think is the key to success, and you have to just read in between the lines of what I'm about to say, is that the Iranian people need to become a lot more radical about what they're willing to do. They need to do many things that they did not consider was necessary before. They need to become a lot more cruel and brutal.
For anyone who doesn't know what he means, I'm going to allude to it in a way that also doesn't get us in trouble, but just think along the lines of why Prince Reza Pahlavi and President Trump have been saying, record the numbers and the people's names. Record everything about the people who did these things to you. Know who they are. Know where they live, for example. That's what Armin's referring to. Oh, you're muted again.
Oh, sorry. So and but Javid was mentioning in the chat, and they don't need me telling them this because the Iranian people are so angry. They're experiencing so much rage after what they experienced in early January, that what I'm saying is not necessary for, like, they don't need my recommendation. They don't need my suggestion. Okay. This is me not telling the Iranian people what they need to do. This is me telling you what the Iranian people told me they're going to do, right? The Iranian people, again, YouTube, I'm not advocating for anything. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing from inside Iran, okay? The Iranian people, every single person that I'm in touch with still inside Iran, they tell me that, Armin, in early January, we came out to protest. The next time we come out, we're not out there to protest anymore. We're out there to kill. That's what I'm hearing from the Iranian people.
We're not saying that. We are hearing that the Iranian people are saying that.
Yes. I'm hearing people saying something exploded in Israel. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, there was a big explosion and a big fire. I'll find an image of it. I saw it earlier.
Let me go through the super chats while you. But guys, we got to 7 out of 10 super chats. I thought today is we're not going to make it today, but you guys got us. You guys got us close. Thank you. And also Sadato was saying that that thing that he's holding, that's a sculpture he made. So that silver thing he's holding is a sculpture. I didn't know he does that. That's amazing. All right, so let's go to the next super chat. Sarah is saying, fun fact, Armin, you look like my bro. Oh, wow. My kids call you Uncle Armin. Wow. Your kids know about me? Your kids know about me and they call me uncle. I'm uncle in a family, in a household somewhere that I don't even know. Oh my God. My kids call you Uncle Armin. Well, what an honor. And Ali looks like my nephew. It's very comforting to watch you guys, and I feel like I'm FaceTiming family when you're streaming. Love you both. Wow, that is so sweet. I love that. Oh my God, yes. Okay, Sarah.
So we're playing on the
Sarah's
TV and the whole family's watching.
Yes. Amu Armin, exactly. Amu. Wow, what an honor. Thank you, Sarah. That made me smile. That made me smile big. Oh, yes. She's saying, yes, I've been watching you since day 7. Wow. Well, thank you for being with us all this time. And then we have Lord. Lord is saying, saying economy is bad. Folks pay for meat with installments. Yeah, actually, that is, I didn't know you know that, but there is, people buy meat and other food on credit. Actually, let me tell you how bad things got. We saw somebody in Iran that went and bought some fruits, and then they returned the fruits, trying to. So one thing you need to know about Iranian culture, it's a big embarrassment if somebody visits your home and you don't have anything to offer them to eat. Like it's shameful. Like if you don't have anything for them to, like fruits or sweets on the table for them to eat when they come home, when they come to visit your home. And there's this family, well, used to be medium class family, but they couldn't now afford even basic foods. And this was like a few months ago. I don't know how bad things are right now. They bought some fruits and they had it on the table, and their guests left without eating the fruits, and they went to the fruit store and they're like, sorry, we just had to have fruits for our guests, but given that they didn't eat it, can we please return it and get refunded? And the guy refunded them. But think about how the Iranian culture, how much it's guest oriented, like how hospitable it is, that even though this family couldn't afford the fruit, they still felt like they needed to go buy the fruit just to be able to have it in front of the guest. And also, guys, a lot of videos that you're seeing from Iranian people telling you that their fridge is empty, is shocking to see, because Iranian culture doesn't like to show you struggling financially. You know, Ali, what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, this is a source of shame. You know, we have a saying in Iran says, "Ba sili suratato sorkh kon." And it means like if you don't have enough food to eat and you look poor, slap yourself so that your cheeks get red, so that you look like you're doing okay, right? So when people were suffering financially and they're poor and they don't have food, or they're struggling with their rent, that's not something you share. That is something that is so taboo to share. You don't like to show people that you're struggling financially or that you can't pay rent, right? But
it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Yeah, it's embarrassing. But in the past couple of months, it's becoming so common that one of the greatest taboos in Iran has been broken, and people are sharing their fridges, saying, look, my fridge is empty. Like, this is shocking. Like, the Iran that I grew up in, this is not something you share. But I guess because so many people have empty fridges, it's just so normal that people are like, yeah, look, my fridge is empty. Look, my fridge is empty. Look, I can't pay for rent. I can't pay for medicine. It's becoming acceptable to share that. Oh my God, guys, we reached our 10. I didn't think we're going to make it today, but we got to our 10 super chats. Thank you guys for the support. Lord is saying, how have non-Khomeinist Shia reacted to Inqilab? So, Ali, this is actually very interesting. I don't know if you know this.
I don't know this. You should teach us.
This level of nuance in Shia ideology is only debated among the top elite Durkas. You know what I mean? The common people don't give a shit about the slight differences between the ideology unless the higher people make them care when there's need for some clashes, right? But on the day-to-day basis, if you ask the average individuals about the difference between the ideologies, they wouldn't be able to tell you that much unless something big happens. And right now, for most Muslims, Shia, non-Shia, Khomeinist, non-Khomeinist Shia, the division is Zionist imperialists on one side and Islam on the other side, right? Because especially after October 7th, is basically you're either Zionist aligned or you're against it. And because the branding of the Durka, the branding of the jihad is not that important. In fact, they're even willing to be like right now, even if you're not a Muslim and you're anti-Israeli or anti-Jewish, you're considered an ally in these days. They're basically pro-Jew versus anti-Jew. This is how they're dividing the world right now. And you don't even need to be a Muslim. That's the current situation. I mean, that I'm not saying that's how it always is. This shifts, it goes up and down. But right now, in the post-October 7th world that we live in, the lines are pro-Israel versus anti-Israel, both in the Middle East and in the United States and Europe as well. Everywhere, the whole world is turning like that right now. Right?
Does anything they do have any logic at all?
I mean, the ideology doesn't have logic, but the use of the ideology to mobilize people does have logic behind it.
You know, I wonder if they conquered the world and they promoted education, wouldn't that be their undoing in the end? People would get educated enough that they would just use logic and they would kind of just see through everything.
That would help a lot, but it's not enough. Because I think that most people generally choose their beliefs based on the membership of the tribe that they belong to, and the identity that beliefs gives them, the identity that they feel comfortable with, right? So most people choose their belief system not to answer, questions about objective reality. Most people look at their beliefs as an identity card and a membership card, and they wear it like a clothes, and they look at themselves in a mirror and they see if it fits, and whether the people who wear the same identity, they like being with them or not. And usually people are comfortable with the people who they grew up with as the tribe to belong to.
You know, I've always viewed that as the exact problem. How do you get out of that, your environment circle? Even if you yourself believe otherwise, you're more incentivized to just hide what you think and blend in still.
So this is what I'm saying. Okay, so you need to use, so it's not education, it's mostly critical thinking skills. You need to teach people critical thinking skills. And I think that's 10 to 20% of their job, right? But for most people, that would not work. For most people, you need to give them an alternative tribe and an alternative identity, right? And advertise it as a superior identity and a superior community to belong to. And I always think that the best alternative to religion as a to compete with when it comes to identity and membership to a group is nationalism. So you need to you need to make nationalism, you need to sell it emotionally. It's not just logical. You have to make people feel good expressing patriotic views and enjoying hanging out with fellow patriots. That's how you do it.
Which is why Iran is not like Afghanistan or Libya or Iraq or Syria, and it will succeed. We are Iranian first.
This is why it's easy for Iranians to leave Islam, because historically we have been very patriotic, and Islam just doesn't fit very well, because we like our Iranian identity cannot be competed with when it comes to the Muslim identity would not be able to compete with the Iranian identity, right? That's why it's so easy for Iranians to leave Islam.
In fact, that's actually the main strategy that a lot of other groups are using. I mean, Tommy Robinson's using that strategy as well.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, let's go to this one. Mark of Reality saying, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Saying, how do we get weapons to the right people? YouTubers run fundraisers for the Ukrainian army all the time. Couldn't we send arms and suppliers to the correct Iranians, like Immortal God? So the difference between Ukraine and Iran is that when you send weapons to the Ukrainians, the Ukrainian government is in charge. So they make sure, if you send guns to Ukraine, it's not going to get into the hands of Russian soldiers because you have the Ukrainian government there. But if you drop weapons in Iran, you're most likely are going to be arming the IRGC because they're in charge. And if you just airdrop weapons into Iran, who do you think is going to be able to get that weapon before anyone else get their hands on it, right? It's the IRGC. My solution to the problem that you're mentioning has been for a very long time is that you need to liberate one city, okay? And my recommendation is to liberate. So this is my plan. This is the plan I've been suggesting. The Americans do not need to do a ground invasion in all of Iran, but we could have limited ground military operations to just liberate Bandar Abbas, right next to the Strait of Hormuz. You get the Americans to liberate that. Then you get Prince Reza Pahlavi to put out a call to action for Iranians from all across Iran who want to fight the Garda Javidan, the immortal God, to come to Bandar Abbas, right? And then you will have Prince Reza Pahlavi's team and Mossad work with each other to vet the people who are coming into Bandar Abbas. So the Prince Reza Pahlavi's team, with their connection with the Iranian people and their knowledge of the Iranian people, and Mossad with their intelligence gathering capabilities, will gather the information about the people who are coming to the Bandar Abbas and get Prince Reza Pahlavi's team to vet them. So we will vet them. And then you have Ukrainian soldiers in Bandar Abbas training the Iranian people on how to use drone technology and also guns. And this is, I'm not making this up, okay? Everything I'm saying is based on stuff that has already been done before. Ukrainian soldiers trained the opposition against Assad in Syria for a period of I think 4 months, and with drone technology, and that was pivotal. That was a very effective reason why Assad fell so fast. Okay, so we could repeat the same thing. If this will cost so much less, instead of American soldiers doing a ground invasion, we could pay the Ukrainian soldiers for their services to train the Iranian people in Bandar Abbas, and then we will arm them. So Israel, and then the Israelis will arm them. Okay, so Americans will liberate Bandar Abbas. Israelis and so Prince Reza Pahlavi will give a call to action. Prince Reza Pahlavi's team and the Mossad will vet the Iranian people. Ukrainian soldiers will train the Iranian people just like they did in Syria with drone technology. And then we will have Mossad arm the Iranian people with guns, and Ukrainians will arm the Iranian people. We will buy them. Americans will pay for it. We'll buy them with the Ukrainian drones. And then, so this, all three of them is important. First, vet. You don't just give it to people. Vet, train, then arm. And then Bandar Abbas will become the base of operations for liberating Iran. And that army will start from Bandar Abbas and will keep expanding from the south, trying to get all the way to Tehran. And politically, this is the best thing to do, because by liberating Bandar Abbas, as soon as that army expands a little bit, the Strait of Hormuz will be liberated. And the Strait of Hormuz will be out of the control of the Islamic Republic. Politically, President Trump could say, the Americans, this is not the American troops on the ground. This is we enabling, we empowering the Iranian people to liberate themselves rather than having the Americans do it for them. And also, as that Iranian army grows, Bandar Abbas will be freed, and it will be an immediate political win for President Trump, giving him enough political capital to continue supporting this operation. And then as that Iranian army grows, eventually Tehran will be liberated as well. That's the plan I've been suggesting. What do you think, Ali?
Yeah, I think, first of all, guys, it's not like any plan is perfect. There's always flaws, but that is better than most other options for the situation. And you have to take what you can get. You have to start.
And everything I say, guys, might seem like pie in the sky stuff, but it's based on operation. Like everything I say is based on operations that have already been done before. Right? And then we got our 9th super chat. Nima saying, number 9, Javid Shah Armin Jan. And with the Deref Shekaviani. Well, thank you, Nima, for being number 9. Thank you for your support. And then Nina gave us a super sticker. Thank you for that. And then Melissa with the number 10 was just saying Javid Shah getting us to 10 today. But it didn't stop after Melissa. Thank you so much, Melissa. And then we have Bill saying, don't you think a lot of the IRGC will run away or have already to Russia or Afghanistan or somewhere? Ali, what do you think about this?
I think most of the people who would have run away already ran away. And we did see a lot of them going to Afghanistan and other countries. The ones who are there right now, they're there to stay.
I don't know. I think like when shit really hits the fan, there's going to be a whole other waves of people running away.
Hopefully.
I just don't think they can run away to Russia or Afghanistan because they don't have the resources. They're going to be running away to, I don't know, their mom's house or something.
Yeah, like, guys, when they run away, there's no organized, they're not going to like regroup in Afghanistan or regroup in Russia. They're just going to flee wherever they can.
Have you listened to the song Surut?
No.
Surut. It's at the beginning of, the Iran Revolution Live. We play it sometimes. It's such a good song about the revolution.
I probably know the song, but I might not know the name of it.
Yeah. So it's by Fadoi, right? And there's a part of the song that tells the regime supporters, the regime fighters, that your leaders are going to basically be able to run away like Assad did, but you're going to be stuck here with us. Like once the regime falls, the person who's commanding you to kill us, he's going to be able to run away from us, but you will be stuck here with us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And also, I think that the people who have stayed, the IRGC who have stayed, maybe 10-20% of them will run away. Hopefully more. Yeah. But the ones that stay, they got to go. They got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got to go.
Yeah, this is a Rorschach quote. You're in here with me. That's a threat to the regime fighters that we're going to fuck you up because you have nowhere to go.
I have
Okay.
I have some. I'm going to give you guys just a quick update on more stuff. So,
Yeah.
in terms of flight radar stuff, a lot of the military cargo planes have left the Middle East, which means that they've dropped off everything that they needed to drop off and are now returning to Europe to either stay there or pick up more equipment. And that's an unusually large number of C-17s. There's huge, massive cargo planes for the United States Air Force. Seems like none of them are going back today. Additionally, a lot of planes have picked up from the United States, including 2 planes that send intelligence directly to the President of the United States, who is right now in the Trump National Golf Club as of about an hour ago. Oh no, it seems like he left an hour ago. Sorry. So we don't know where he is right now, but he was at the golf club earlier. Additionally, people in Dubai are reporting that there's an Apache and Black Hawk helicopters near the UAE desert, and they are showing up, some of them, on flight radar.
You pronounced Dubai in Persian. You said Dubai.
Dubai. Oh yeah, Dubai. Sorry guys.
Dubai.
Dubai.
That's
Dubai.
the Persian. By the way, that's the Persian way of saying Dubai. But yes.
So that's everything that's going on. That's everything that's going on militarily. We have the video for you of the explosion in Israel, and additionally, Prince Reza Pahlavi had his tech summit today, where he talked in front of the camera for I think like about 45 minutes to an hour with a bunch of other tech CEOs and Iranian tech people, influencers and such. And he stated something that was very hopeful. Basically, he was talking about that Iran has everything it needs to become a global tech powerhouse. We have the brains, we have the young people, and we have the potential because we're starting over. And the only thing standing in the way is the Islamic Republic. He said that complete regime change, strong democratic institutions, and a prepared transitions are the path forward, and that the future of Iran belongs to its people.
I got a very important news from Israel.
What is it?
Israel won second place.
Oh.
Eurovision.
Well, I imagine a lot of people are disappointed about that. Who won first?
I don't know. Is that true? Second place?
Eurovision.
Oh,
Bulgaria.
3rd year in a row. That's going to piss off so many people.
Bulgaria wins. Israel second.
Bulgaria. Ooh, congratulations to Bulgaria and Israel.
Yeah, guys, that's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Good enough to piss off a whole bunch of people. Yeah. Haters going to hate. Okay, let's go next super chat. Do you think a lot of the IRGC will run away? Oh, no, we already
said that.
Yeah, this one. Sadato saying we need an emoji of Ali. Okay, yes, you're right. But the thing is that Ali is very calm, so we don't get like yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's it. Guys, somebody cut that. Somebody cut that and send it to me. There you go. Okay, wait. Let me remove the widget for a second. Okay, hold on.
Okay. I can't do this without laughing.
Do it
Okay,
again.
okay.
Do it again.
I got to think of something serious.
Perfect. Got it. Got it. Okay. That would be our emoji. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Sadata. Thank you for the suggestion and the super chat. And then we have I don't know how to Jail Struss. Yeah. I'm saying my child in the Navy says I hope their people can get back to how they were pre-70s before IRGC. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you for his or her service. thank you so much for your service and saying I give news since hard to get on ship. Oh, thank you so much. Well, thank you for your support for the Iranian people and also the service of your child and also for supporting this channel. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Mark of Reality saying Benny Johnson said there was a large explosion in Israel. Any news about that? Yeah, did you see any news about that?
Yep, I have the video right here.
Okay, show. Who did it? Bring it up.
All right, here it is.
What the fuck?
It's yeah.
No, play it, but the audio.
Hey, be mostly. Yo.
Go back.
Maze. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Why, Maze?
يا شباب بس تبعي be mostly. Yo. Maze.
Wow, who's doing this?
That's an unusually large explosion and fire. You know, usually you only see that with like the 2,000, 4,000 pound bombs or a munitions dump was set on fire. It's quite large.
This is what Times of Israel is saying a large blast was heard near the Jerusalem area city of Beit Shemesh this evening at a testing ground belonging to the state-owned Tomer defense firm. In a statement, Tomer, which develops engines for rockets and missiles, says that the blast was a pre-planned experiment that was carried out according to plan.
Yeah, I saw that it was claimed to be pre-planned, but I also see people claiming that it wasn't. I don't know. It's very interesting timing.
Israel's Can News later claimed the incident was controlled explosion carried out inside a civilian factory. No injuries or damage. You know, I believe, you know, Israel's news, I would believe it. So there's a... And then we have Ondra. Hold on, let's go back here. Ondra saying, how was or would be relationship between ISIS and Iranian regime? So the Iranian negative, but sometimes used as a tool when they need to. So sometimes they give them access to certain areas, they give them passage. So they consider ISIS to be an enemy, but at times when they find their activities to be useful, they sometimes work with each other, or at least allow them to do certain things. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. But yeah, they're enemies. The ISIS hates Shias more than they hate anyone else. And then we have Lord is saying, why do Iranians like to party so much? Have seen. Okay, Ali, you answered this. It's a mystery.
Because we have some pretty good dance moves. I don't know if you guys see seen the shoulder shimmy? That's my favorite one. But we are, let's see, other than the fact that we're 5,000 years old and that we have some of the best poetry, best poetic romantic language, creative, artistic population, I think it was pretty much inevitable.
Here's what I think. I think it's not that the Iranians like to party. I think Iranians just love life so much, right? And they love to celebrate and express. They're very expressive. And partying is just one of those ways of expression, right? So it's not just partying, okay? Iranians love poetry. They are like, it's a culture of poetry. They love dancing. They love singing. They love everything that is about expressing joy and happiness in life. Okay, they're and this is why it's such a tragedy that they're going through this, because Iranian culture is all about joy, color, dancing, nature, beauty of life, beauty of living. If you look at all their expression, it's so emotional, it's so expressive, it's so poetic. It's always about nature and colors and taste and food and music. And partying is just an element, it's just a subcategory of how expressive they are about expressing joy of life, right? It's just one of the many ways that they go extra hard, right? They go extra hard with poetry, they go extra hard with dancing, but they go extra hard with art, right? And so in the same way, because partying is about showing, joy of life, they'll go also extra hard with partying, right? And this is why it's such a tragedy that such joyful people that love life and want to just, live life and enjoy life, such a darkness has come down upon them, such a death cult. And this is why I think Islam doesn't match our DNA, it doesn't match our culture, because Islam is all about death, and Iranian culture is all about life and living and joy, right? Wait, were you showing some dance moves, Ali? What was that?
Yeah, it's like okay, so here's my gripe with dancing in like Iranian dancing. Most of it is geared for women, and the men don't really have too many dance moves they can do. Like you can like, a lot of it is just moving your shoulders, and you'll kind of like have your arms like out more, like taking up space, like a bit more masculine style of dancing, and you're kind of like going like this the whole time. But a lot of guys will, like, they don't care about like the masculinity part, and they'll just go like, they'll be like, then they'll just go on, they'll go all out. So, but if you're a woman, you can do like a lot more elegant stuff. Like you can just be like you can be like, you can do all that stuff, and then
well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, the Iranian men do dance a lot. Like, hold on, let me show you this.
We do.
They do. This is how Iranian men dance. Hold on, let me remove this. Look at this. Hold on, where's the sound?
I like doing that one.
Yeah, that's how they dance. Okay. This is very Persian, isn't it? This is very Persian dancing. The song, the dancing, that gathering. Oh my god, this is like such a Persian style gathering. Like, oh my oh, that's the most Persian thing I've seen. So
yeah, and he's doing it really well too.
Yeah. Okay.
We also have like, but yeah, the women have like 1 billion moves that they can do. So if you're a guy and you're trying to dance for more than like 15 minutes, you can just repeat the same moves over and over and over again, which is fine. No one cares. Like, no one's looking at you. It's fine. Just do it. But
yeah. Okay, we got 2 more super chats, and then we could. And if Ali, if you have any updates, we could go with that. If not,
I'm gonna end. We're gonna end with a feel good clip.
Feel good clip. Okay. Wait, actually, let me do a Durka clip, and then we go to your feel good clip. Okay. Lord is saying Iranians can rebuild themselves. We only help. Well, thank you so much, Lord. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, exactly. It's basically like helping Germany get rid of the Nazis, and then after that, Germans knew how to build. Like, Germans are really good at building things. You just needed a little bit of a help to just get the Nazis out. And then we had Ida saying, "Will you move really well for someone who is 5,000 years old?" Okay, well, thank you. Yeah. Well, it's the diet and the sleep and the exercise that helps. Ida. Okay, so let me show you the part of the clip that we were looking for and was missing. Found it. Let's go back here. So this was the part that he was starting to shoot at the UAE flag. And again, YouTube, this is I'm one of the streamers. Ali is the other streamer. None of the streamers are holding a gun into their hand. Okay. See? That's a news clip that we're reviewing. And guns are bad. Nobody should get armed. We're against that. Okay. Oh, that's a cat. That's a cat. That's not a gun. Okay. Oh my god. So adorable. Okay. Okay. That's not a gun, just to be clear. I mean, I don't know. Cats can be weaponized. Okay. All right. So let's look at this.
آماده‌ام. تشکیل خط نشانه. بله. بذار پرچم امارات رو بگیرم. احسن.
Oh, look. This is بذار پرچم امارات رو بگیرم. Let me aim at the UAE flag.
خب تشکیل خط نشانه رو بدین. حبس نفس. آتش. با نام و یاد الله آتش. یا الله.
What the hell? So let me. Okay, I'm actually not going to tell you the instruction. He just told him the instructions: do this, do that, hold your breath, and then fire. And then I don't know what that was. Wait, was that a real bullet or a blank?
با نام و یاد الله آتش. یا الله.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it kind of sounds like a blank, but let me go look at the video again and like the whole thing.
He says before shooting, remember the name of, but remember and say the name of Allah and then shoot. So every time you want to shoot, first you have to remember the name of Allah and then say the name of Allah. So he says Ya Allah and then he shoots.
عالی. یک بار دستگیری بکشید سلاحتون که از احسن سلاح هم به ضامن.
Okay, YouTube, again, please understand that this is just the news and we are not telling anybody to use guns. We're just showing you what state TV in the Islamic Republic is showing people. So that's that.
Yeah, that was a live bullet. He loaded a bullet in there.
Wait, how do you know?
In the 8-minute clip, it's him. Like he takes a literal bullet, puts it into the magazine, puts it into the AK, loads the chamber, and shoots.
What the fuck? Okay. Oh yeah, Omido also saying it was real. So it was not a blank. He just shot a real bullet in the studio.
Those guys' eardrums are gonna hurt, and I mean, yeah, that could ricochet off the wall. That would have been. I mean, I'm not gonna go any further.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, show us the feel good one before.
All right. So, many of you are wondering what the Iranian youth do for fun. Okay. Well, the number one pastime is you just drive around because gasoline is so cheap. You just drive around for fun. But the number two favorite pastime is.
Oh, wait. Remove this.
This one.
Remove mine. And then add your.
This.
Wow. Yes. 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 Oh my god. Yes.
That is.
Oh my god. Love
that's the
it.
pastime.
That's the second most popular sport. I mean, maybe the first more popular sport in Iran. It's called Ammam Parani. They actually named it Ammam Parani. Is a sport in Iran, which means, what is it? Turban what?
Turban flipping.
Turban flipping. Young people go to a mullah and they flip the turban. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh my God. Think about, like, this is our youth. This is our youth. Do you really think the Islamic Republic can survive ruling over a nation with a youth that is with a favorite pastime of flipping mullahs' turbans? Like this, they're not going to be able to survive. One way or another, the Islamic Republic is going to fall if this is the people they're ruling over. Yeah. Okay, Ali, that did make me feel good. You're right. That did make me feel very good. Very good. You succeeded. Okay,
So-
thank you guys. Everybody, thank Ali for that feel good video.
Consistent with our luck, guys. As soon as we end the live stream is when we're going to start hearing the boom booms.
Ooh.
So, by the way, if that happens, should we just come back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. If I'm not sleeping, by the way, because I'm going to pass out. But
True.
this is my 4th live stream. My 4th live stream, guys. And then I sleep at weird hours in the day, basically, given when I go live. But yeah, if I'm awake, we're going to go. Let's come back right online. Yes, please. People are saying yes, please. Okay. Oh, here's the thing, Ellie. If you can't reach me and I'm sleeping, and you hear boom booms, and you come back without me, come back online without me. Okay.
Yeah. Should I go live on both?
Yes, of course. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So, guys,
Yeah,
it might be the both of us, or it might be just Ellie.
Is your Telegram, like, do you get notifications from the calls, or?
I get no notification. If I turn on notifications on any of my apps,
Yeah.
I will have to stop living. Like, it's crazy. My phone is crazy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, guys. Please subscribe. No promotion time of Ali's channel. Forgot
We're getting
about
there.
that. I'm sorry. Yes, where are we?
We're
How
at
many
609.
Okay, let's bring this up. Let's bring Ali's channel up. What the hell?
We're getting closer every day.
Okay. So
Also, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable. Like I watched the first couple of lives, and I was like, "Who is that?" Like, I'm just like straight faced the whole time, like monotone, just being like, my body's like tensed up, and now I'm like feeling much better.
Why can't I? That's weird. I couldn't. Why can't I add this to the screen?
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna go like this. Guys, look at that. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Okay, so that's Ali's channel. We got to 610. So yeah, we're getting there, guys. Ali's channel is not monetized because we need to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. How many watch hours do you have?
I think I have, like, last I checked, it was like 1,000.
Okay.
1.2K.
Okay.
So I need
all right,
another 1,800. Actually, sorry, 2,800. Yeah.
So get him to 1,000 subscribers, please, guys. Okay, and again, the link to his channel, I'll put it in the chat. The link is also in the description. And other than that, also, don't forget to come talk to Ali and I in our discussion group. We're there almost every single day. We're there. You could get to there either by clicking on the link that I just posted in the chat, or by the link in the description, or by scanning that QR code to your top left. Okay. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, so that we did it. We did everything.
Actually, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a title that I wanted to show you.
Hold on, let me go over here and then fix this. Everything is messed up here. Let's bring this back up to your YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
You scroll down a little bit. There you go. The second one, Genius teaches about the Islamic Republic, featuring Armin and Bobby. I went through the video and I was like, oh, that's perfect. And I got your face right there.
Nice. Oh my god, that's a good that's a good thumbnail. I should do that, you know. Oh, you did a good job with this one too. Yes, these are great. These are great. Okay. All right, guys. This was fun hanging out with you guys. And guys, thank you so much for all the super chats and the support. Really appreciate that. And for subscribing and also supporting Ali's channel. And we're about to head out. Keep us up. If something happens, come back here or Ali's channel. Ali will go live and keep you guys updated. And you guys could have basically talk to each other here on this channel in the chat while we're basically following up on the updates. And yeah, till next time, I'm Israel Chai. Oh,
before we leave, guys, you guys made me feel so much more comfortable. In the beginning, I was like super stiff, monotone, not smiling, and now I feel a lot more comfortable because I know people in the chat, whenever you interact with us, it's very heartfelt, and you guys are very, very kind. Like, you guys are all very, very kind people. So I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Oh, that was so sweet. Wow. Okay. That's so sweet. Thank you. Wow, Elise, you're so great. I love that. That's great. Okay. That was so wholesome. Okay. All right, guys. Now we could go. And yeah, I'm Israel Chai. Long live America. Javid Shah.
Payande Iran.
See you guys next time.